So I'm back. I do have a little bit of a cold. I don't know. So yeah, I just checked. I just don't want my sickness to bother anyone, so I just wanted to make sure it wasn't that loud. But yes, I am back with another. This one will probably be short too. Not too short. I think the last one was like 3 minutes, 4 minutes. So let's see if we can hit like five. Let's see. I don't know. But I just wanted to come back tonight. I'm recording this. I think it's like 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. This is late for me. I'm sorry. I really can't hang. But um, what I've been doing in the last couple of days is just thinking about a lot of stuff, including this podcast. I've been telling myself that I was gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it because I honestly thought I was gonna get on here and like do something every single day. And while one day that might like come along, it is not right now. Right now I am like super super busy. Um but yeah, just really sitting and thinking about how I'm going to get through these hard times. I'm going through a time of like transformation. I did just turn 19 in December. So, going through the nasty 19 as they call it nasty 19. Yeah. I'm going through a lot. I'm going through a lot of crazy things. I don't want to call them nasty, but I'm going through a lot of crazy 19 things as far as just like adulting, making huge decisions. The universe makes decisions for me that I had no part of. So now I'm just like confused and I'm just like, what do I do with all this new stuff, these new resources? I don't know. That's what I've been thinking about. What am I going to do? How am I going to get up every day and utilize and be grateful? And even just talking about it, it's just like, I don't know. I start questioning it a lot. I was watching this other video earlier, and it was like referring to like our thoughts, like our brain is like a rat wheel. So you know, like a rat, the things that they like run on. A hamster will be on it sometimes too. I say a lot. Ooh. But anyways, they run, and it's like basically imagine like a thought in the middle of like the wheel, and like a new thought just emerges every single time. And like once you find a solution for one, the brain just like brings up another one, brings up another one, brings up another one. So your brain is just like it's just like gears running like over and over and over again. And like that's what I've been in this bed thinking about for the last couple of days. I am on spring break, so I have a lot of freedom, a lot. And yeah, I just been thinking. And to be real, motivation has been super hard as well. Um, yeah. So that brings me to the title of this video. What would your higher self do? What would your higher self do? My higher self would make this podcast, would make this video, even though I'm tired, even though I don't really feel like it. Obviously, I'm not going to make myself uncomfortable. Never do anything that you don't feel comfortable doing. But there is situations where when it comes to growing and healing, you just gotta the motivation comes after you just kind of get up and start doing it. That's what I'm learning right now. And don't get me wrong, like I'm still struggling with that because like I question that all the time. Like, you expect me to get up, or not even who expects me to? Because I just realized I said you expect me to. Who expects me to? I guess I expect myself to get up every day and be like consistent. And I know that's gonna take time, but it's like, is this all gonna pay off at one point? Is this all gonna? Am I gonna get to a certain point where it's like, oh, I understand why I went through all of this. I understand why I went through the drought of motivation, the drought of like, even when it comes down to confidence, self-esteem, just a lot of things have been low lately. My energy, my vibration, I don't want to say that's low because I feel like my vibration is like never low, but I have been just moving a little slow. But the saying that I have to repeat to myself over, or that I've been repeating to myself over and over and over and over and over again, and I actually got it from a video I was watching from Profound Pondering. He was like, what would your higher self do? And I was like, that's so real. Another thing I've been like abiding by, if for lack of better, if that's what I'm trying to say. Another thing I've been using to get myself through the hard times is like do it, like fake it, like basically fake it till you make it. Like do it like you love it until you love it. And if you do feel uncomfortable, step away. Step away and kind of question that. Like, why are you feeling uncomfortable? That's when you get far into that. But you can kind of see the rat wheel, like the topics keep coming up, And that's what I was going to say. And in the last video, I was talking about how I just feel like I'm so caged with this fear, or caged by this fear. And it's really easy to get like lost in it. Super easy to get lost in it. And to be in the present is so hard. It has been so hard. Like, it seems like it's like the key to a lot of things. Like, if you were just in the present, if you just like, got out of your head for that for 2 minutes, for 2 seconds, you would realize that like all the stuff that you're thinking about, you probably can't change anything about it anyways. Like, you have no control over it. Or B, it's like so drastic. Like, it's so drastic. It's so unnecessary, so dramatic. Or it's something that you can change and you're procrastinating. I hope I'm not like super loud in this mic. I hope I'm holding it at a good spot. But because I'm like kind of yelling, I'm kind of getting into it. But I be sitting and thinking about things that I can change, like simple things like my room. Like, I was just able to clean my room. Like, I knew I wanted to record this podcast, so I cleaned my room. I did everything I had to do, like that. You know what I'm saying? But like, it took me like 3 days to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been sitting in my bed like thinking about doing these things, but I'm not doing them. And I had to look. I basically have been writing this quote around my room. Like, what would your higher self do? Like, writing this on my mirrors, on like my whiteboards, my calendars. Like, what would your higher self do? And I just was like, I would just get up and do what I gotta do. And do what makes me happy too. This is like a hobby. Like I said, this is my diary. This is a piece of me. And like, this is a way of release. So why would I like sit and sulk, So why would I sit and sulk in my head when I can be in the present and like change what's going on? Choose peace, choose happiness, choose joy. That's another thing that's on my whiteboard. Like, why would I sit and sulk? And I know it's like so much harder, like so much easier said than done. Like, I know I was just in like one of the lowest points, one of the lowest. Like, I'm right here. I couldn't get here without all the points that I just had to go through. All the stuff that I just had to go through, all the stuff that I'm still going through. I would not be here right now speaking all of this if it weren't for those moments. And that's a whole nother topic. So yeah, that's what's been going on for the last couple of days. Those couple of sayings. What would your higher self do? Choose peace, love, and happiness. Do it until you love it. These are like, I don't want this to be like a self-help thing, because I might get on here next week and be like I have a completely changed thing. Like, those stopped working. And now I'm thinking of something else, So I want this to be a very flexible, I feel like I'm like, I'm starting to sit a little bit lower, but I want this to be like a very flexible, free thing. I don't want it to be like, I don't write anything. I do have my journal next to me just in case I like come up with a whole bunch of ideas and I get overwhelmed and I want to write them down. But I don't want it to be a whole, I don't know. We'll see. That doesn't even matter. It's in the future. But I guess I want this to be free and flexible. And the time in between the videos doesn't really matter, essentially. Because the time in between the videos is what's going to bring the content, bring the videos, bring the perspective. It's going to bring me here. I had to go through all the things that I just went through to like be able to even speak about those things. Because originally I was just going to get on here and be like, this is the best thing ever. But I kind of feel like I went into it a little bit more and I'm like, this saying is helping me, but it wavers a lot. And I'm still very confused with a lot of things. Like, I'm recording this and I'm able to do this and I'm proud. You have to reward yourself for the little things. But there's a lot of things that I'm growing through and getting through. As I said in the last one, it's a lot, and that's what I'm going to get into. That's what we are going to get into. So I hope everyone is doing well. I hope y'all liked this episode, this video. And I hope y'all come back. I hope the week treats you well. What is today? Yeah, midterms. College students, most college students are in midterms or just finished midterms or are just starting midterms. I wish y'all well, wish y'all luck. And yeah, I'll see y'all in